they can handle. You brought up Michael Saylor earlier. He says everyone will get Bitcoin at the price they deserve. Could you expand on your view here on that point, and how much do you agree with what Saylor has said about that?
Sure. I mean, we've seen that over and over again, right? Um, I do think that this price they deserve, um, you kind of have to divide it into the retail and the institutional. And for the retail, it's, do people understand money? Well, most people don't understand how fiat works, right? They couldn't tell you why the gold system failed. And I think it's hard if people don't have that background, that education, to then really grok Bitcoin. So I think that it's really important that people, when you're trying to orange pill people, that you have that discussion with them about the nature of money and ask them questions. What do they understand about money? This is why I like Nick Betch's book, or now he's got two, because he kind of goes through it in that way. I mean, there's some other good books as well, but with institutional, I have a little bit different view, which is Bitcoin is not interesting to Apple. Bitcoin is not interesting to NVIDIA, not given their current business models and what they do and the size of their treasuries. Bitcoin is not worth enough for them to worry about at market cap a little under 2 trillion. If they bought 500,000 or 1 million Bitcoin, it wouldn't change their balance sheet that much. It wouldn't change the outlook for their company. For Saylor, it was transformational. He had a need. He believed he had a crisis that, maybe he should have gotten into AI and didn't get into AI early enough from his business intelligence model. But he missed that window, and he just couldn't get out of the box he was in. But he was of a moderate size where he could make a difference. For Bitcoin to make a difference for Apple and for NVIDIA and for Microsoft, it's going to have to reach that next order of magnitude. It's going to have to get to that 10 trillion scale. And you can say the same thing for most larger sovereign wealth funds, and certainly for nation states.